So in the last class, we have seen what are the different tools of Selenium, different concepts of different course concurrences, why Selenium is important from the job perspective, and all the stuff, right? So no, so today just we'll be going through a briefing of how the Selenium has started, because the first question that will be asked is what is the Selenium family? Like they'll expect you to explain what is the Selenium family, because why they ask you this question is a person who has worked within the Selenium platform will know what is the family, how it has originated, how it has generated. This kind of questions will be asked. So this question is purely for the sake of interview, and you should also know how the Selenium has started, what are the different tools in Selenium, and how we have reached to the stage. It's always good to know for you. The first question that will be asked is what is the Selenium family? So Selenium family consists of 4 different tools. One is Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium Web Driver. Okay. And fourth one is Selenium Grid. So these are the 4 different tools that are present under the Selenium family. So coming to Selenium IDE, this is the first tool of Selenium family that is invented in 2004 by Jason Higgins and employed at ThoughtWorks. Okay, so this Jason Higgins person was a JavaScript developer in that company. So in order to test those kind of applications that we were working, how many of you know QTP, UFT? Anyone? How many of you have the name QTP, UFT tools?
No.
Okay, Srivali? I mean, it's okay. If you don't know also, it's fine. Srivali, are you there?
No, sir. Yes, sir, but I don't know, sir.
Okay. Yes. So QTP, UFT were the first automation tools in the early 2000s, like before the Selenium has been invented or started. QTP or UFT were the first tools of automation that is being used. QTP/UFT were the first set of tools used for automation, and the cost of the license is around 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs per user. So when the license cost of this tool is pretty high, it is very difficult for any startup companies or mid-sized companies to accommodate this tool, right? Yes or no? Srivali, Abhilash. If the license cost is this much, then it is very difficult for any software company to accommodate, right?
Yes, sir.
So this employee Jason Higgins, he realized that I am not in a position to afford this QTP UFT license for myself. So that is why he has invented Selenium. Since the cost of the license was pretty huge, he has invented a tool called as Selenium IDE, which is the simple record and playback tool. Okay, it's a simple record and playback tool. No need of any programming knowledge, and a basic idea of HTML knowledge is always good. Okay, it is like an extension to the browser. Initially, it was supposed to work in Firefox only, but from 2018 onwards, they have given this IDE extension to Chrome also. Is this clear, everyone? Is this clear, guys?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it is like an extension to the browser. You need not download or set up or anything. I'll just show you how this is an extension to the browser. Just open your Chrome. Just type Selenium IDE for Chrome. Just type Selenium IDE for Chrome. Okay. Once you type Selenium IDE for Chrome, you will see this option, Selenium IDE Chrome Web Store. So just click on this link. So already I've installed this IDE in my system. I'll just remove it and I'll add it and show you again. So you just click on Add to Chrome. The extension gets installed within a second or two in your laptops or in your browsers. Clear how we have installed Selenium IDE in your system, in your browser?
Yeah.
Abhilash, clear?
Yes, sir.
So now, if you want to view the Selenium IDE extension, just click on this extensions button. You see the Selenium IDE. Are you able to see the screen, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So what we want to do? We are installed the Selenium IDE for the first time. So what I'll do, I'll click on record a new test in a new project. So what is the project name? You can give any sample project like June_recordings is my project name. So for which application you want to do the recording? Okay. For which application or which URL you want to do the recording. So you can put your application URL of whatever you want to. Okay. So suppose this is one simple site where I want to really do the record and playback. Clear? You have to give which application URL you want to record for. So I'll click on the start recording. Okay. So once I click on the start recording, I can navigate to different screens. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So I can navigate to whatever tables I want to. Okay. Once I have navigated to whatever pages I want to, I go here, I click on the stop button. Once I click on the stop button, then it is asking you to give a name for the test case. What is the name you can give? Sample test case 1. So you can give whatever name you want for the test case, and I click on OK. So now what I have done, I have recorded some flows, correct? You see here, open, set window size, click on something. Yeah, got it? So it is showing me what are the different elements, what different buttons or something we have clicked on. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Mouse over click, set window size, something like that. Now, if I want to play back the same scenario again, I click on this play button. Got it?
Yes, sir.
It's so interesting, right? It's so interesting, so amazing that we can record and play back the same way. Yes, sir. Srivalli and Douglas here.
Yes, sir.
So test execution speed means what? Like I'll click on this button. If I want to reduce the speed of the execution, I can reduce it like this. I'm telling the IDE to execute the same thing in a very slow fashion so that I can see what is actually happening.
Sir, one doubt.
Yeah.
We can click at top right corner, any corner, sir.
Yeah, you can click anywhere. I'll tell you the disadvantages of the like. I'll show you top right corner. If it is a button, if it's a valid button, then we can click there also. Okay.
Oh.
You can simply click there, but it's of no use, right? If any button is there, like on the sample right top, just a moment. So if you want to click on this, we can click on this like in the next test case. Got it?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you want to have one more test case. Okay. Click on this plus symbol. You can have another test case. Sample test cases. Yeah. If I give a same name, it will throw an error. A test case with this name already exists. So always try to give a unique test case name. So I click on add. Okay. Now if I want to start recording for this test case, you click on this record button. The page will open. I want to click on the screen. I want to go to scorecard. I want to scroll down. Yeah. I want to click on this link. I want to click on this link. I want to go to points table and I want to go to this profile. Got it? Got it, Srivalli?
Yes, sir.
So I'll stop the recording here. Once my recording is stopped, then what I will do, I will replay the same scenario. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, guys, no sirs and here. You can call me as Rahul directly. No need of any sir or something. So we have by default set the execution of the script as very slow, right? That is why it is going very slow. We have set the execution speed as very slow, right? So that is why. So sometimes it might throw an error also. If you see here, there are some logs generated by default. See, are you able to see this log, right?
Yeah. At the bottom we can see.
Yeah. So it's generating some logs. So for suppose if any button is not visible, I mean, if any button is not visible, like see, now this element is not visible because in the second run, there were some changes happened. Like this is a dynamic website, right? Yes or no? This is a very dynamic website. And
Yeah.
there might be some up changes in the application. Like every time you reload the application, you might have some different changes. So what happens? You see here, it was trying to find for this particular button or link text or whatever it is, but it has failed. Like it was tried searching for 30, when it is 30, when you say 30,000 milliseconds, that is 30 seconds. Like you all know, right? 1 second equal to 1,000 milliseconds. How many of you know this? How many of you know this, Srivalli and Abhilash? 1 second equal to 1,000 milliseconds.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what this will do, it has waited for 30,000 milliseconds. That means it has waited for 30 seconds for the element to be found. Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
Abhilash, clear?
Yeah, clear, Rahul.
So it has waited for 30 seconds for the particular button or anything to be found. If it is not found, it has thrown this error, implicit wait timed out. That means this, whenever you're trying, when you have recorded something and when you want to play back, so sometimes this issue can also occur. Got it? Got it? Sometimes what happens in a dynamic applications where this concept of locators or some IDs will change. Like every time you run the program, some IDs or some values will change. So in that kind of situation, Selenium IDE doesn't work. Okay.
Okay.
In case if the website is dynamic enough, then Selenium IDE will not work out. Okay.
Okay.
Now, now second thing is you cannot put any sort of validations here. Like you can put click a mouse over something like this, but you cannot perform any sort of validations. Got it? We cannot do any validations. Like we want to check whether this, if some application is open, you want to know whether it is open properly or not, right? Some validations we cannot perform. Got it? We cannot perform any sort of validation or run the same command for a n number of times. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah, Rahul.
So we have seen the pros of it. Now we can see the cons of Selenium IDE. So these are the pros of it. These are the cons of it. Works at a slower pace compared to Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver. Got it? Clear, everyone?
Sir, could you please repeat it again, sir?
This point, last point.
Yes.
So Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver are the different tools in the Selenium family, right? You see here I've written the different tools of Selenium family, right? Shivali.
Yeah.
Yes, Rahul.
So these are the different tools of Selenium family. Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, different tools of Selenium family. When you compare this with other tools, then it is slower. Selenium IDE is very slower compared to RC and WebDriver. That is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay?
okay, Rahul.
Works at a slower pace. Okay? Okay?
Yeah.
Switching between multiple tabs and windows would be a problem. Got it? Like we have multiple windows and tabs, it might struggle to switch between tabs and windows actually. So that could be an issue again. Got it?
Yeah, Rahul.
Okay. Okay. Now, I hope you got clarity of what is Selenium IDE, how do you install, how do you record, how do you play back the same thing again and again. Yeah.
Yeah, Rahul.
So mainly it is used for prototyping. What do you mean by prototyping means? Suppose here Srivali has built a product. She has built a new website or web application. Now, if I want to show a sample demo of the application, it is not possible every time to sit in front of the system and show, right? So what we can do with the help of the Selenium IDE, we can record the flows and we can demonstrate to the stakeholders or client in a slow manner. Like they want to see the prototyping or the flow of the application. So you cannot sit in the front of the system and record everything, right? So if you use Selenium IDE, once you record that same flow, you can play back the same flow again and again. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it.
So works for applications, works for static applications. So that is why when I said prototyping, whenever you want to show a demo of your application, obviously the application will be more static, right? It is not dynamic, like it doesn't have this dynamic nature at the initial point of time, right? So that is why Selenium IDE can be useful. Clear?
Clear, Rahul.
So this is the first tool of Selenium family, that is Selenium IDE. No one will ask you to do work on Selenium IDE in any of your office. It is just for your sake of interview. Like when you attempt an interview, they'll ask you this question: what is Selenium IDE? How do you do it? Just for the sake of interview, we have discussed, because all of you are coming here for the sake of job. That's the first thing. And second thing, you have to survive in the job. So first I have to give you some set of questions which they ask you in the interview, the first round of interview. I'm not talking about second and third rounds of interview. Clear?
Yeah, Rahul.
Clear, right, sir? And for tomorrow's session, just giving you a heads up, for tomorrow's session, please download this tools. JDK 21, IntelliJ 2024.1, Eclipse 2024 version, Git Bash, SSMS, Apache, Maven. Okay. So how do you download all this? So, okay. So since my work with Selenium IDE is completed, I will just stop this. Okay. JDK 21 download. Okay. So you go here, Java ASCII archive download, 21 archive downloads. Okay. If you come here, you can see the version 21 with latest changes like Linux ARM, Mac OS, Windows. So if you are using Windows, go for Windows 64-bit installer. Got it? Got it, everyone?
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
for
Rahul.
Windows 64-bit installer. If you are a Mac user or a Linux user, based on your operating system, you check it, guys. Okay? Don't go for any comprised archived version. If you are using a Mac, go for always this DMG one. If you are using this Linux, go for this RPM or Debian package directly. Okay? Clear, everyone? I
Yeah.
hope you guys will download it.
Yeah, I will do it.
Next, we need to download IntelliJ. So this is the latest version, like 2024.1.2. So if you are a Windows user, go to Windows user. So IntelliJ IDEA Ultimate is the paid version. It is not a free version. So if you want a free version, scroll down a bit, you will see the community edition. Got it? So whenever you're trying to download IntelliJ, don't take the IntelliJ IDEA Ultimate version. Go scroll down, take IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition. Clear?
Yeah.
Clear,
Yeah.
everyone?
Yeah.
So you please download this. So when it comes to Git Bash, so you click on downloads. So if you are a Windows user, click on Windows. If you are a Linux Unix user, you can click on this Linux Unix. So it'll give you the set of commands how do you need to install Git. Okay. So only for Windows we have this .exe file and you have to install via the exe files. So whereas for Mac or this Linux, they have to be installed from the command prompt only. So for everyone's sake, for the sake of the information, they have the commands given here. How do you install it in Ubuntu or something like that? If you follow these commands, you can install Git here. Got it? Then if you're a Mac user, you need to install Homebrew. Homebrew is the tool that is used in Mac to install any softwares. Okay, clear?
Yeah, Rahul.
So if you're a Windows user, you can click on directly download for Windows. We can download it for Windows. Clear?
Yeah.
So Apache Maven download. So if you go here, download Apache Maven. So you see this version here, files. In this file, download binary zip archive Apache Maven 3.9.7. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Yeah, Rahul.
So this is the one you need to download. SSMS download. Come down here. You see the latest version here, everyone. Download SQL Server Management Studio 20.1. So this is the latest version we are using. Please download this and you use it. Got it?
Okay, Rahul.
For Mac users, if you are a Mac user, we need to work with SQL Workbench that we can discuss it later. Since most of your Windows, we are not discussing that. Clear? Srivali and Abhilash, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rahul.
So this is the one. And last but not the least, that is Eclipse 2024. Okay. Okay. So click on this link. So Eclipse IDE for enterprise Java and web developers. So this is the link. In this, you please download the Windows or Mac or whatever you want up to. It's up to you. Clear?
Okay, Rahul.
So I want
Could you
all of
please
you
do once Git bash, Rahul?
Git Bash, yeah? Git Bash,
How
tell
to
me.
download Git bash
So,
commands?
no, only Git Bash. This is the tool to execute your Git commands.
Yeah. Could you please
Git
repeat
com
it?
Okay, so when you search for Git Bash download, if you search like I'll type here Git Bash download. you click on this downloads link. So here you can see which one to download as per your operating system. If you are a Windows user, you can simply download it and install it. If you are a Mac or Linux user, you have to install it via this command prompts in the terminal. Okay.
Yeah.
Linux or Unix also the same thing. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Any doubt so far? I want everyone to keep this software ready and installed in your system so that tomorrow I will try to install in any one of your systems and get it ready. I will not install in my system. I will make you to install by yourself tomorrow. Got it?
Okay, Rahul.
So that is where you can learn much better. You can learn how to install it easily because after going to office, they'll ask you like you raise the request to install Selenium in your system. So these are things you need to download and keep it ready. Clear?
Clear,
Clear,
Rahul.
Shrivali and Abhilash?
Clear.
Yeah.
So I want all of you to keep it downloaded and keep it ready. And tomorrow we will see how do we install it, and we'll also discuss a part of the Selenium family also. One more tool about Selenium family. So I'm taking it very slow, guys, initially, so that you will all be adjusted to this subject. Got it? I'm taking it very slow for a couple of days. From there, we
Yeah.
can see what is what. Till you are into the pace of the subject, we'll go slow. Once you are into the pace of the subject, then we can cover more topics and we can discuss more ideas about the topics. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Thank you, Srivali. Thank you, Abhilash. So just keep it download and keep it ready so that it's very easy for us to do in the next class. Clear?
Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah. Thank you, Abhilash. Thank you, Srivali.
Actually, Rahul, my laptop went on repair for a weekdays.
Yeah. This week it's fine. Like this week I'll be covering the Selenium family and basic installations and basic commands only. That is fine. But from next week onwards, you please get your laptop ready. Okay.
Yes, Rahul, sure.
Okay, this week it's fine. We are just going through the introduction part, some Selenium discussion and some basic programming. So that doesn't matter. From next week onwards, please get it ready.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, actually, I wanted to, I mean, whenever you're in the class, I wanted to be in the laptop only, but it's okay. Just a heads up I've given you. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear? Okay, fine. So please get these tools installed, at least an Abhilash in your system. If you have the tool downloaded, at least I can show
Yeah.
you how to install. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Rahul.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all.